Hello and welcome. All right.
What is it, War Game 1944 Normandy or whatever the hell it's supposed to be? No, this is WarThunder because I hate that game now. With the, I love how it used to be like Russian bias, DLC bias. And I don't like pay to win. Even though it's like soft pay to win, So, I play this game now. Actually, I've been playing this game for a really long time. And, I do enjoy it. I played it since, I think, 2000. But, it's certainly, I think, my favorite simulator game, like, of all time. It's definitely got, well, it's not like the most complicated thing, it's not the most beautiful thing, and there's still Russian bias, but you know, it's very, very cool, and it runs pretty well for the most part. And they're also very, very good at they have like the old graphics cards mode, so with an older system. That being said, let's drop party on this point. Jawohl, Commandant. And you get one-shot kills, unlike World of Tanks, which I used to play. I don't think I ever uploaded it to the internet, but I did actually record a video of World of Tanks, and I recorded it in Spanish because I was practicing for a test. And yeah, I don't think I ever uploaded that. But I played that game a lot, and then this game came out even better. Aww. Just looking for two there. Really hard to see through the foliage, and you can just turn the foliage off if you want. There's a couple ways to do that in the options. But when I'm recording, I like things to look good. And, I'll sacrifice play for it. That was a good shot. That was a good shot. Oh my god! That thing could have ended me. For whatever reason, German armor is vulnerable to 20mm. Alright, we're just chilling on the point here. You get about 300 points for capping an objective. It's a pretty good way to get points. You get, I guess, more spawn points, and I'm playing realistic battles here, so spawn points are going to be nice for when come back with some planes. Now flanked on the left, it seems. Holy crap, that was close. I should have some fragments in my engine. Thought I saw a guy over there. But if you play the objective, you can get a whole heck of a lot more kills, and everybody loves a guy who... Holy crap. Oh, that's a dead thing. Okay. Neat. I was about to be like, yeah, that guy's looking at my butt. Taking out for sure here in a second. Fortunately for us, it's just a piece of the terrain. And, I don't know if those of you who do play this game have seen the tip that says use your binoculars. It's free. Yes, they're free, and they're probably the most useful thing you can do in this game. Yeah, suck on that. Kill. Right. I am doing wonderfully. Not really wonderfully. I'm pretty good at this game, which is why I decided I'm going to record it now. But I play a little more tactically when I'm on video, or when I'm videoing myself. You know, I like to take my time and tell you guys what I'm doing, and in telling you what I'm doing, it makes me take more time. But I don't.
go losing lives. Wow. We're massively outflanked on the left, but it doesn't matter because I'm on the objective, and I may even play this whole match without dying, which I would be alright with, typically. You know, it shows off my skill, but I like to push forward once I have enough points. Top of the match right here. And then die so I can come back into plane and get even more points. Because there's just something I really like about doing airstrikes in this game. And I'm not sure if I'm just going to make this a ground forces video, or I think I'll just do air forces and ground forces in this video. And if anybody has any comment on that, just throw it down in the comments and I'll separate them out for you. Like, it only takes one person. I mean, look at my channel, how many people really watch this channel. So if anybody wants to see separate videos, there will be separate videos. If not, I will after this one I'll split the time up evenly, so we'll have half ground forces, half some kind of air battle. I'm thinking I'm going to do a simulator for this video. I like the simulator air battles. I think they're pretty cool. You get a lot more XP for them. They're a little less interesting because, you know, you get less kills, but you get more points for it. It's a lot more exciting. If any of you guys play PR or Project Reality, or if you moved on to Squad, the Squad just needs to get better before I move on to Squad. That game's got some issues. But Simulator is quite a good bit of fun. It's kind of it's you know, difficult. Ooh, let's see if I can get him. I'm gonna totally cream my pants if I get him. Oh, I waited too long. I should have shot when he was closer. That's all right. Let's see. And then it's also best to use gears.
Friendly aircraft or anti-aircraft firing out. They still have a fair amount of people in the match. I'm just wondering, like, where they're all at. Because, like, are they just not playing the A objective? Like, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people still in game right now. And I think we've had 2 different planes flying overhead, which means that we should have 4 guys tanking around on the ground. But, we will see about that. Oh, there's another plane. It's a Havoc, I think. Oh my. I cucked up. Well, I was able to hide behind that. Did that get made into the cover, or oh man, it looks like that actually got, no, never mind. I was gonna be like, that's pretty cool, that even cover gets battle damage, but apparently not. Well, I can test that right now. Let's see. Battle damage. I don't see, yeah, nothing. It's pretty cool if battle damage was showed on cover too. I need to stop talking so quietly. That was one of my main problems, at least with myself. Nobody ever complained about it, but at least when I'm trying to record, I always have like a really low volume for my voice. So I think I need to like talk better, and then also use like my radio voice, like the thing where I do, I'm like, hello and welcome. It's, you know, to get my radio voice started, because everyone wants to hear a little bit of effort, you know. And it looks like I am going to survive this match. Even though whatever the hell that was that came and made a run on me. It looks like he's coming back, and then I wonder if I can go back, because I know if you land on the airfield,
and then you leave your plane, it doesn't count as a death. I wonder if you can do that in, Oh! There we go. 4 kills. That's what I'm talking about. We get more capture points. I am going to end up top of the match. Very good. There's 4 things left. And they're probably planes, so, oh man, that Sophie just got messed up by that artillery shell. Ooh, that tank I killed earlier scared me. Well, that being said, light match.
Like tier 1 tanks up in here.
Oops.
Worked on right. Down, although it's not telling me, what are you in, Lord Connor? Oh, but you need. Well, yeah. That thing's got the. I don't know if you guys saw earlier in the video. You guys saw that guy. It's got a huge old cannon on it. But like, it's the only freaking worthwhile Japanese tanks. Here it is. Look at that. It's good. It's got really heavy armor around the mantlet there. Obviously, the gun breech itself keeps it from getting penetrated. It's got decent frontal armor. But you see, the problem with it is it's got high turret profile. It's a tall tank. Oh, look at that. He killed one. Alright. This is just getting kind of ridiculous. This whole people slipping past me and getting into A thing. Not really a fan. Because I've, like, come down this road twice and had to turn around because the objective was getting captured. Or the only objective was getting captured. Now, somebody... No. All he's got are 7.62s. Or 7.7s, whatever the heck Vickers is. I think it's Vickers that thing's packs. It might be the Brownings, though. And then Lord Goner shot it down, apparently, with his cannon. And now we're gonna have, like, one more guy coming down this road or something like that. I saw his, tracer fire going out. I don't think Japanese tracer fire is red. That's a match. That was a pretty good one, I have to say. That was one of my better matches. I'm really happy with that one. I kind of wish I had nah, I don't really wish I'd put on the XP booster, because what I did put on was a 150% money booster, which is something that I want, because I think my favorite thing about this game is bombing, and I've got... Okay, it's really the second best bomber in the game, but it should be the best. It's just the Russians cheat. And I like that rant. I've done that rant so many times, so I'm going to do it again. So, look at this bomber. Look at the max speed, the altitude, max altitude, turn time, rate of climb. Its armaments, 50 cals, 50 cals. It's got a quad 50 cal right here. That's the only bonus. And then let's go over to the, you can even look at the armor. I'm not sure if the armor's any different. We'll look. You got 6.5, and then bulletproof glass. 60 millimeters bulletproof glass. Nice, nice. Not stop freaking cannons. And whatever that piece of steel is, like, behind the gunner for, but not to judge. Let's go to the modifications. Bombs. 8 2,000 pounders. 4,500 pounders. 18 1,000 pounders.
That's a lot of bombs. That's a lot of kills. That's a lot of weight. But this is the largest payload that you can carry. And I think this is the highest kilogram weight. I don't really want to sit here and do the math right now for that. Any of you guys can do that math. Let me go back real quick. So you can look at it. We're looking for the TNT equivalent, and we'll do, there's the 500 pounders, there's the 1800, or the 1,000 pounders, and then there's the 2,000 pounders. And as you can clearly tell, when the bomb gets bigger, you get a higher percentage of it ends up being explosives. As you can see, 240 times 2, it would be around 480, not 535. But on to the Russians. And as you can see, I have done nothing for these. I think I've played like a couple games way back when it was only the Russians and the Germans. And I think the Americans, yeah, it was just the Russians and the Germans with tanks. I put a couple games into them, but I ended up sticking with the Germans because Russians in this game just pissed me off. But let's look at the Tu-4. My oh my, that looks exactly like the B-29. Well, it is the B-29. A B-29 crashed in Russia, and they reverse engineered it and made the Tu-4. So you can immediately tell that the max speed is like 4 kilometers per hour more. It's got an extra 200 max altitude, and obviously these numbers are a little lower. It looks like literally the same armor. That's not disappointing. But look at this. Like, they're missing, now they still have the turret back here. But they're all dual 23 millimeters. These are all big ass cannons. Like, yeah, this one isn't a quad, but like 50 cals don't cut the mustard at high tier. I don't want to do it, but I can show you that I can take the Tu-4 up, and its machine guns just are spaghetti cannons. But it gets, instead of 8 2,000 pounders like this is sort of close to, it's, well, that's funny because this is the 1,000 kilogrammer is exactly, with the explosive mass, exactly like double the 1,000 pounder for the Americans. But it gets 8 1,500 kilogram bombs that don't weigh 1,500 kilograms. Look at that. The mass is actually just 100 kilograms less, even though they say that it weighs 1,500 kilograms. You get more TNT equivalent. You get 4 3,000 pound bombs with more TNT equivalent. This doesn't weigh 3,000 or 3,000 kilogram bombs. And you get 240, 250 kilogram bombs instead of the 4,500s. These explosive mass of 120, as opposed to freaking 21,000 pounders, pretty much. That's just 6 kilograms off the American 1,000 pounder, but 120 versus the American one, which actually is kind of interesting to me right now. And let me see the modifications. Yeah, it's the same thing, except bigger guns. And 2 less of them, but it's only 2 less on a turret, so it doesn't really matter, because the tail gun is what eats shit up, in my opinion. Alright. 500 pounds. Yeah, 118. You get 2 extra kilograms with the Russians. And granted, on their 250, which isn't exactly a 500 pound bomb, but you know, at least our bombs weigh what they say they're supposed to weigh. They don't magically weigh less so that the plane can fly faster. Which, if you're Russian, leave a comment down below. Correct me if I'm wrong. That the Russian bombs actually weigh 1,400 kilograms, and they just call it a 1,500 kilogram bomb. All right, yeah. So we're gonna go up, see if we can do a War in the Pacific match. Iwo Jima. Meh. I should have some extra... what do you call them? Mitchells. Yeah, the B-25s. I should have some extra B-25s for this one because this match has got a lot of pillboxes to bomb. And if you don't get them all, you don't get the island. Which, as we all know, is what we all want. Alright, defense fighters, let's get on in there. And then I have the Catalina, because it carries 2 torpedoes, and typically, they may have changed it with the most recent update, but typically, the torpedoes one-shot carriers. Which totally didn't happen this morning when I hit a carrier with a torpedo, but that's just this morning. So, maybe I somehow missed, maybe my torpedo, like, splashed down too hard in the water to torpedo drowned. Who knows? All I know is that I totally saw the trail of the torpedo sticking out of the side of the carrier as I was flying away. So I'm pretty sure it hit, and they just upped the health of carriers, which is kind of nice because having carriers get hit and killed by one torpedo is just total bullshit, in my opinion. Like, yeah, it looks like that might be a thing now, which is all right because you know, I mean, they give us 4 carriers, but they can cut down on the number of carriers, make it realistic, or add carriers, like those freaking add carriers, so that I could kill more of them, let them go back to being one shot by torpedoes. Although really, like, you'd think it should take 2. Or, you know, honestly, with this game, with the way that the tanks work, there should be compartments inside the ships. And, you know, if you hit the right compartment, the ship blows up. Right, and so a great way to, well, if you're playing simulator, I like to have a thing with a turret or 2. Or, you know, just anything with a turret, because you get this outside view of the plane and it helps acquiring ground targets. But, yeah, so obviously not a whole lot going on with this. I've got 4 1,000-pounders under my wings. I've got this quad 50 cal turret. It's essentially the same thing that you get on top of the V-29, except in a much lower rank aircraft that also, if you can see on the bottom of the plane, yeah, it's got those 220mm on that side, 220mm on that side, and I need to get back in the cockpit before I crash. Right, and we're cruising towards Iwo Jima. You can see off to the left, we've got Mount Suribachi. It is 3 pillboxes at the base of it, with each with a corresponding, as you see, anti-aircraft fire coming off of one of them right now. But they've got their corresponding anti-aircraft guns, or maybe those are pillboxes, just trying to shoot at the fleet or something stupid like that. But yeah, so that's Mount Suribachi. The ground forces don't ever climb Mount Suribachi. It looks like we've got, yeah, we've got boots on the ground. Cool. And there's nobody on my 6. Oh, it's a ship. It's getting just totally messed up. Ooh. That's something I could be killing, but I'm gonna see what I can do against those pillboxes over there. Oop, they do have their AA gun operational, and so let's see how their AA gun, which I believe is maybe a tri, maybe a quad 20mm. We'll probably see one on a pass that I make against one of these installations. There we go, that's all she wrote. So we're moving on to the next group. Right in front of me. And it's that. Whoo-wee. Ah, the AA gun thing's still alive over there. Cool. So, This grouping's got its 2 artillery pieces and a gun. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get the first gun. Alright, we got the second. Oh man, if I see that... And if all else fails, use your turret to blast crap behind you. Nope. I'm not getting that one. And there's nothing to get over here, so let's go take a trip down to Mount Suribachi. Well, let's look at the airfield and see if there's anything I can kill that's on the strip. I think they usually spawn right there and fly that way. There's a plane, but he's not on the strip. And I like killing things on the strip because it's unfair. Now, why have a fair fight, especially in real life? Oh man. He just hit my something. Oh, my turret got disabled. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well. Got 4 bombs to drop. Oh, that's just... That's just the worst. Oh, man. Ooh, he's going for the airfield. Let's give him the nastiness. Like, I've still got 649 20mm rounds. And then also my bombs to drop. Nope, didn't get anything with that. It's close though. I swear, if it was an anti-aircraft gun that took my gun out, I'm just gonna be kind of upset. Just ever so lightly upset that it was an anti-aircraft gun that did me in. Yeah, suck on that. Sometimes you gotta give it the nasty. And let's see, is this... Yeah, this peninsula's still active. Ugh. Oh, crap. Well, I just broke my top open. But, we'll see, like, what... That's just annoying. I'm gonna get down onto the carrier and it's gonna be like... It's just annoying. That turret, where'd even the shot come in from? That's just annoying. Like, look at that. Look at that. I can't, like, take my mouse over there, but oh my god, just one piece. Like, I mean, that's simulator, though, you know? That can happen. You get screwed up, you get screwed up. It only takes one shot. Thank God everybody else is alive. And there's 2 broken things on my plane. One I did by accident, trying to change my view and escape from my bomb blasts. Ooh-wee. Jubal. You, scared me. But then, like, if you're not taking anti-aircraft fire from, yeah, he's good. Going away from me. There's a little furball going on over there. Yeah, get him. I typically root for the red tracers, but the F4Us have the Corsairs have 20mm that fire white, just like the Japs do. Alright, where's that carrier at? Makes it really annoying in here with the sound, having the roof broken. I hit that emergency release latch, and that's that. Alright, let's see if we can get the combat flaps out without them tearing off. And then, yes sir, yes sir. You will be able to get the gear down, and I hope to God I'm able to land on this thing. I'm so terrible at landing on carriers, it's not even funny. Granted, like everyone is, you have to land on something this short. Oh my God. Oh, we're gonna do it. Oh. Damn it. Well, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. A lot more often than I want to talk about. We'll just go with that. Alright, let us get out that front line. I mean, sometimes I want to use the 100-pound bombs, but to give me like 12 instead of 8. But the 250s are just right for me, I think. It would have been nice to have landed on that carrier and been able to get back into action with the P-61. But with this, I get a bombing site, so taking out the pillbox isn't gonna be. It's gonna be. I wonder how many ground forces we have. We've got 13 land forces left. I'm going to clear out all the pillboxes if I can. From the main part of the beach, of course. And it does not look like our landing forces are doing too well. But, yeah, so let's talk a little bit of strategy for getting your way on in. Keep your mouse low, because you do not want your speed to get too high as your. Oh yeah, keep your throttle off so your speed doesn't get too high as you're descending. Don't push it all the way down, because then you descend too quickly. Just a nice easy descent is all you need. It's all you need. It just takes a little bit of time, but you know. In this game mode, you're supposed to consider like what you'd actually do in real life, as opposed to just, you know, you're playing a video game YOLO. And I'm not saying that you need to play this game like or you need to play this mode like it's real life, because if you do that, you're not going to have a good time. This is a video game. There's a time and a place for YOLO. But way too often you have to consider real strategy. That being said, a tip, if you're playing simulator, fly low. Stay as close to the sea, the ground as possible. Well, at least if you're playing the objective. Fly as low to the ground as possible, because God, I wonder how many shots from the PBJ-75 on HE it takes to take out those boats. Oh well. Because then when fighter planes come in, they can't come high and then swoop past you, making it really hard to shoot at them. So if you stay low, they look and see the ground's coming up, and so they line up behind you. And with things like this, where you've got 4 50 cals sticking out the back, makes things pretty easy about getting a kill. That being said, I kind of wish I had more 50 cals in the back. I've got freaking 6 facing forward, but one doesn't. Oh, well, technically, if my AI were real people, I could have 7 facing, or 8 facing forward. But the front guy, like, never uses his gun for justice, so I'm stuck with my 5. Actually, I think this one's got 6. Yeah, I can straight look that up. I don't have to be talking out of my ass here. Yes! Just based on things I see. Should I... Oh, and then also you have to remember that your first bomb, as opposed to when you first hit the drop bomb button, it'll open up the bomb bay. So, don't be like, I never hit my first target. Well, because you don't actually drop a bomb on your first target. That being said, if you never hit your first target, be more accurate with your bombs. And when I get on my run up here, I'll tell you what I mean, or I'll show you how to be accurate with your bombs. Not what I mean. I mean you need to be. Oh my God, killing my ground forces. Now we're screwed on the mainland. There's like no point for me to be bombing these objectives. Well, I think I'm only gonna get 1 this run. Or none. Don't just let off your bomb. Give your run the best chance you can. All right. So when we're getting up to the actual dropping the bomb, you have to take into account your plane's momentum. Now let's watch the bomb go in. Whee! Cow! Insta kill. I need to come up with a better sound effect, because cow's not going to cut the mustard. I'm going to go with like kablooey or crash, or that's not going off. Alright. Come on, bomber. Alright. That one's going to be good. So, we watch it go in. Whee! Bang! Oh, that one was bad. I'm sorry, guys. I lied to you. And all these pillboxes are good, so let's see if we can get 2 in 1 run. Oh, wait, or just 1 in 1 run. Ew! Damn it. Oh, well. Onward to Mount Suribachi. And then also remember that you have to keep, as you can see, the 0 on about level. But that doesn't matter for bombing being level, as much as leading your target with your speed. I'm not going to watch that one because I want to see if I can get this pillbox over here now. But that was a good hit. Oh my God. Going out of here. And that is a Japanese fighter. Oh, it's American. Did not, or not forgot that it had. Oh my God. No! Fraps, they would kill me. I think I ran out of space for fraps. So, well, I gotta do something about this. Alright, welcome back. Yeah, I did actually run out of space, and that's why that video was dying there at the end. Still doesn't look like it's too happy with me at the moment. But, maybe I can just get a sign off. So, I killed a couple planes. I did finish the rest of my bombing run. I tried landing again, and I crashed. Yeah, I shouldn't even have tried landing. I should just hover around until somebody shoots me down. That way they get points, I get points. Really? Did I go through freaking 80 gigabytes? So I just deleted 80 gigabytes off this hard drive. And the video before was literally like... Oh, the video before was 179 gigabytes. So, alright. I will, get you guys on the next one. I'll look through my videos, see what I need to delete, and post what needs to be posted. And, until then, I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.